to Gem's commentary channel, where nothing is too hard. We discuss life, death, supernatural, and out of interest, content that I've been uploading today has revolved around 369, and this will be my sixth and last video on the subject, and this one is a very interesting one. It's a conspiracy one. Now, before I continue, let me remind you the mark of the beast is 666, adds to 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. Now, there's a conspiracy going around about, I've just got to have a read here, famous rock and roll, famous artists, actors who made the 27 Club. In other words, when they were 27, they died, and there's quite a few of them. I'm going to mention the most recent, or one of the most recent ones, Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse died of alcoholism. She reached the age of 27. A lot of these people usually died of drug or substance addiction overdose, and when the conspiracy theory first came out, it came out in around 1970s because there were 4 or 5 deaths of rock and roll artists who were all 27, Janis Joplin being one of them. And I'm going to let you do the Google research. Now, let's look at the number 27. 27, 2 plus 7 is 9. Remember the mark of the beast? 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, which is 9. So the conspiracy theory is this, that these people traded their soul to the devil to get fame. In fact, the first person, who I can't remember his name, you can look it up, died around the 1930s, who started off this 27 Club, was a blues guitarist, and apparently he used to go around to the clubs in America, and he was laughed at because he couldn't play. He was awful. Within a year later, he was back, and he was so good, and they couldn't understand how could just 1 year you get to be so good. Anyway, in his songs are references to meeting the devil under the cross at the crossroads, and In exchange for his soul, the devil gave him this guitar, and a lot of his songs talk about this. And he died under mysterious circumstances of his whiskey being poisoned, and he was 27. He was the first, we're talking about, the 20 and the 21st century. I'm not going any further back than that. We're talking about rock and roll. This guy was believed to be the beginnings of the start of rock and roll, and he died at 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. Now, interestingly, going around at the moment is another club, and it's called the 21 Club. And a lot of rappers are dying at the age of 21. Now, 21, 2 and 1 are 3. Okay, you might say, that's not the devil's number, because 6 and 6 and 6 are 18. But what goes into 18 is 3, 6 and 9. And what's the square root of 9 but 3? So again, have these rappers sold their soul to the devil? Now, I personally this is my own personal beliefs, in spiritual beliefs. I believe that when you die, there is no such thing as hell or Satan. I believe that when we die and we leave this dense earthly realm, we go back to divine, perfect love. And even in Corinthians, in the Bible, it says perfect love forgives. Perfect love forgives. So this God, that is this Christian God that man has made this concept of, is very vengeful, is very judgmental, is very angry, and punishes you. That's not perfection. That's not perfect love. I am not saying that when you die, that you don't have remorse or guilt, and that you don't have a life review, because I believe you do. And I believe that you have a life review and you are forced to look at what you've done, and sometimes that you might have done something so bad that you think in your head, well, in your consciousness, I should say, that you deserve to be punished, and you can create a hell. But for me, hell doesn't really exist. You just have to go through that period to learn to forgive yourself, and then you move on. And I also believe in reincarnation. No, that's just my beliefs. But isn't it interesting that we have a 27 club, 2 and 7 are 9, and there are quite a lot of artists, very famous. Google them. Google the 27 Club and you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. There's quite a few women and quite a few men. As I said, heroin seems to be the drug that's killed most of the people. Heroin. But yes. And we also have the club of 21. And a lot of rappers in their songs say if they get past the club of 21, if they get past 21, they'll live to be 27. That's in their songs as well. Just out of interest for you guys, my age is 63. 6 and 3 are 9. The other thing, conspiracy about the 27 is that in numerology, 1 is the start and 9 is the end of all things. So when you look at the 27 club, 2 and 7 are 9. In numerology, it's the ending. But I do believe that some people do believe that they can, in exchange for their soul, become famous. I do believe that. And I do believe that they believe so strongly that they've made this trade that they do get famous. And other times I believe people are famous because of who they know or who they may have slept with. You just have to walk down the road and hear some buskers. There's some people out there with more talent than people who've made it big. So sometimes I also think it's in your bloodlines too, and now we're getting into reptilians and things, and I'm not going to go there because this rabbit hole is about 3, 6, 9. All right, I'm done. Good night. We are not going to do this anymore, and it's just gone 9 o'clock. Time for me to go to bed. I am not going to do any more videos on 3, 6, 9. Cherish every moment. Remember, every life matters. Love the best you can. Be grateful for what you have. And I love you. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. And just before I go, here is something interesting. Has nothing to do with 3, 6 or 9, but I like to look for patterns. Do you remember I said in numerology, my name comes to 11, and in numerology they have special numbers and you don't break 11 down. That's a master number. And I said that my birth came to 1 and that my beloved Robbie was the opposite to me. His birth came to 11 and his name came to 1. Now, as I said, I look for patterns. Rob died at the age of 38. 3 and 8 are 11. His birth number was 11 and he died at 38. So I'm wondering whether I'll die at 1 when it amounts to 1. It'd be interesting to know. But anyway, if 9 is the end of everything, because I'm 63 now, this could be a danger year for me. But if I'm also right in patterns, like Rob's birth being 11 and he died 11, my danger year is next year. Alright, bye. Let me know what you think. Numbers is a numbers game, and we can play this game forever.